آله وصحبه ومن والاه ما بعد. Last time hadith number 303, right? 3 or 304. Okay, this one عن سعيد بن أبي وقاص رضي الله عنه قال رد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم على عثمان بن مضعون التبتل ولو أذن له لاختصينا. The meaning of the hadith that there is one of the Sahaba, Uthman bin Mad'un, one of the Sahaba, he is not married and he doesn't want to marry. Reason behind that, he wants to be free to serve Islam. And Rasul sallallahu radda min refused that. And the Sahaba said, if Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam allowed Uthman bin Mad'un to do that, all we will do the same. The Sahaba said, all of us, then we will not marry, just to be free to serve Islam. But Rasulullah reject. Then with the hadith that before last week, when we studied last week, that Rasulullah said, this is my way. Marrying is my way. And then if you did not do my way, then you are not among my ummah. Rasulullah encouraged our ummah to get married. So this is, what we understand with these two hadith, that we have to get married. We have no choice. If we have the ability, then no choice. We have to get married.
Again, ability here in the form of?
All ability. Physical and financial. Because some people financially they can get married, but physically maybe they are sick or so both the ability of physical ability and financial ability.
Financial depends on uruf, right?
Of course, because what we call financial ability, it depends on the time, on the area that you are in. Because the time of Rasulullah financial ability totally different from today. Because in that time, to having your own house is not a requirement to get married. Today, you cannot get married if you don't have house. Last time, any small room is enough for them. Today, you cannot find a room to get married in. So that's why from time to time is the condition different.
So okay to prevent someone to get married if they are not financially able. They cannot get a house, so you should not marry them. Get a house.
This one is why? Because each person he know his situation better than others. If the person reach a level that if he did not get married, he will, then we cannot stop him. Finance shouldn't be a problem. And also the job of the ummah. Ummah have to help. The story of Jalaybib, I think, that's Sahabi. Even he is poor and ugly. Poor in full meaning of fullness. And ugly in the real ugly man. Okay? But still, Rasulullah find a woman for him and he collect money and he built a room for him, and then this is the duty of the ummah. The problem today, as we last time discussed, we are not acting as ummah. This is the problem. We are not acting as ummah.
Also, a question about this hadith.
Yes, sir.
I remember taking classes of, they were discussing about Sufism. There was this one, I do not know, a very popular lady that did not want to get married and really want to serve Islam.
It's still wrong.
Rabi'a
al-Adawiyya. So, is that,
Actually, Rabi'a al-Adawiyya, to consider here an example for Muslim is a big question.
It's daughter of
there is a lot of because first, who is Rabi'a al-Adawiyya? There is a lot of different story about who is Rabi'a al-Adawiyya. So that's why that lead.
Sahaba?
No,
It's,
Later.
Yeah, very, very late from there. So that's why it is
the question about unstable.
Yeah.
Okay.
a lot.
Here we have a nasheed, not song.
Oh no, this is actually Sufi movement. They promote here as example.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but the question is, what is the real story? It was the Sufi said is a correct story, or there is a different story. Allahu Alam. This need to be.
So this one is okay, it's stronger, way stronger.
Which one?
This one, the hadith there. So
This one hadith and Sahaba. That's why Rasulullah said, "This is my way of life. If you do not follow, then in the day after you will not be with us." Just as simple as that. Then who's Rabi al-Adawiyah? This is the question. Who's Rabi al-Adawiyah to give us another example, and we have to follow. And actually in Islam, women to marry is more than men.
Important.
Yes. So if man have to marry, then woman is more than that. Okay. So
then how about this? I remember in your class as well, previous Madaris Salikin, this story of if a woman have children and she decided not to get married again in order to take care of the children.
This is another story, because she already married.
Oh.
And she have a children. Now she have to balance between two things. That's why our ulama said, if a good man proposed to her, and she have a confidence that man will take care of her children, she have no right to refuse. You got the idea? The idea here, why she refused to have another man in her life, maybe that man will take her away from her children. He want her to entertain him, then she have no time to take care of her children. So that's why when she rejects man, because she want to do her duty toward her children. That's why our ulama said, if there is a man proposed to her and that man will take care of her children, then she have no right to refuse. So it is a matter of balance.
And this one particularly single woman, not married before, is it?
Not married before. So that's why if someone not married before, and then she have no right to say, I will not marry. And if she married and have children and her husband die or divorce, also it depends on the situation. Because some people, they want to marry a woman just to entertain them. And then when she got married, she cannot refuse what the husband say. Because Islam ordered her to obey the husband, right? Then who will take care of the children? Then the children will be in a problem. So in that case, if the woman refused to marry, even she need a man in her life, and she sacrificed that because to take care of children, that Allah will reward her. But if there is a man, give her the satisfaction, give her the protection, and that at the same time taking care of her children. If she refuses, Allah will ask her, why you refuse? There is no sacrifice here. See, you guys, this is the idea. I mean, that's why in Islam we have to put all this in consideration before we.
What if children already grown up?
Then she have no choice.
But to marry.
Yeah.
So is it mean that if this winning
Force, we cannot force people to marry. But we as people of fatwa, we tell them, this is halal, this is haram. You have to do that. But if they did not follow, we cannot do anything. We cannot force people to get married. But in the day after, they will be in trouble. Why? Because they already know someone told them you have to do that, and they did not follow the order. And then Allah will ask them, already my message reached you, right? Right. So why you did not follow my message? Same, I mean, if you have time, maybe we will raise that point when they talk about fatwa. Because people did not differentiate between fatwa and qada. And
Which is what?
qada,
Qada is?
mean judgment.
Oh.
Okay. There's a mufti and there is a qadi. Qadi mean a judge.
Okay.
Mufti is the one who gives fatwa.
Okay.
Okay? There's a huge difference between that. Okay? People did not differentiate between that. And also we have what's the so-called Amir al-Mu'minin. These are three levels, different levels. What's the difference between Mufti and Qadi? Mufti is the one who have knowledge in Islam. People come to him telling him the situation and he gives fatwa based on that information. Mufti, his job is not to investigate. Mean, if now I am a mufti and you come and you told me that person did that to me, what is the hukum? I am as a mufti not supposed to call that person to listen to him. I will give you fatwa based on the information that you provide me. If the information you provide me wrong, you will be responsible, not me. This is if I am a mufti. But if I am a qadi, is a different story. Because now I am as a qadi, when I give my judgment will be applicable immediately. Mufti, his fatwa is not to be applied by force. It's just to make people know what is halal, what is haram. Qadi, when the Qadi gives the judgment, this judgment not for people to know what is halal, what is haram. This is an order they have to follow. You got the difference? That's why the Qadi not allowed to say his judgment before he makes sure all the information accurate. You got now the difference between Mufti and Qadi? So Mufti, like for example now on the TV, when there is an ustaz in the TV and someone call him, I have a situation like that. So that person will tell him that what is halal, what is haram. Right? But if he's Qadi, can he do that based on the phone? Cannot, right? No. You have to come, bring the evidence, I have to check, I have to ask the police to investigate the case, then we can give judgment.
So I think Qadi works in the court?
Yes.
Okay.
Work in the court or even not in the court, because sometimes even in the village, people appoint someone to be judge. Right? Mean the one who has the authority to give a judgment, and this judgment will be applicable immediately in the society. Mufti don't have that authority. His fatwa is not to be applied. Fatwa is for the people to know what is halal, what is haram. So that's why for him no need to check if the information halal or haram. Why? Because in Islam, if that information is accurate, then the fatwa is like that. You got the idea? This is the idea of fatwa. Okay. So this is Amir al-Mu'minin is a different story. Amir al-Mu'minin still he is a judge. But Amir al-Mu'minin, his job, okay, not to listen to this one, to this one and give a judgment. Because this is the job of the judge. His job is taking care of all the society. He make a decision, and this decision to be for all society and based on Islam rule and regulation. So that's why what the Amir al-Mu'minin said, even the Qadi or the Mufti don't like, they have to follow. They have no choice.
يرفعون الخلاف is it?
Huh?
They say يرفعون الخلاف أمر الإمام.
Yeah. If I am, for example, the Amir al-Mu'minin, I am the head of this country or president, king, what's the name? Does it matter? The name is not important. But the leader of that country, when he give a judgment, because he looked to the whole society, all people, based on Islam rule or regulation. And when he give the order, that everyone have to follow. Even those people disagree with him. They have no choice. That's why Rasulullah, when he talked about those people, he said, obey them, even the judgment is against your personal or individual benefit. Even he come and he take your money, okay? You are not allowed to go against him. You can go to the judge to sue him, but you cannot take the sword and go against him. Okay? So that's why there's 3 different levels. Okay, that's why we have to differentiate between who is the judge, who is the mufti, who is Amir al-Mu'mineen. There's 3 different person, 3 different authority. People today did not differentiate between them.
Yes.
Okay.
Just to check my understanding,
Yeah.
let's say Amirul Mu'minin make an announcement that zina usually happen at disco, therefore close down all the disco here. Amirul Mu'minin. Okay, for Qadi, for this specific case, based on the evidence, you found to commit zina, then this is your punishment. Mufti just announced the hukum for zina is this.
Yes.
This is the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the idea here, Amir al-Mu'mineen, he will the one who will be responsible to apply the rule in the society. Now, let us say we have a problem with Amir al-Mu'mineen. He did not apply Islam in our life. What our job? There is in Islam there is called Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. Ahlul Halli wal Aqd is the group of the people who have authority to change. Society leaders, party leaders, all these things, they have to sit together and make a mechanism to change it.
Like central committee, like.
Yeah. If that did not happen, those people will be in trouble the day after. Because this is their job. If Amir al-Mu'mineen did not follow Islam, so the job now, not for me and you and go to call Amir al-Mu'mineen. This is not our duty. And we are not allowed to do that. Because this one will make fitna. You got it? We as an individual, I decide this Amir al-Mu'mineen is bad, I go and kill him. This is, Islam does not allow that. Why? Because this make fitna. What concerns the ummah, cannot individual take a decision to make it. What concerns ummah, the ummah have to make the decision. Since the ummah have representative, we call them Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. So Ahlul Halli wal Aqd will make the decision for the things concern the ummah. This is what the things some people today did not understand. They think, okay, when Amir al-Mu'mineen, he is bad, so they go, for example, and demonstrate. No, you are not allowed to demonstrate. Demonstration, because demonstration can do a bad thing to the society, right? Who are you or who you are to decide something can affect the society? Right? You have problem, then go to the proper channel. Proper channel is the court, if the court have a power. If the court did not have the power, you go to Ahlul Halli wal Aqd and let Ahlul Halli wal Aqd to decide. Like if Ahlul Halli wal Aqd decide, you go to demonstrate, go and demonstrate. This is the things that people today do not understand. They think, no, since I have a right, I will go and take it. This is not an Islamic society.
Actually, I see the real cause. I see the real cause because of that. Why that's happened? Because we have lived in this system and the mindset of free speech, freedom of voice.
Yeah.
That is democracy. You mean?
Yeah, democracy.
Right?
Still, I mean, Islamic democracy. You go to Ahlul Halli wal Aqd, explain to them, let them to see the situation. If you convince them, they will be responsible to take action. So our job to make pressure on Ahlul Halli wal Aqd to make them do the necessary to save the ummah if Amir al-Mu'mineen not good.
Are you talking about the parliament person?
This one in each time a different Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. because who have the authority to change in the society? Okay, in each time there is a different situation. That's why what we say Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. Ahlul Halli wal Aqd, those people who have the authority to change. For example, in Malaysia, one of the Ahlul Halli wal Aqd is the king. the royal families. Example, right? It's not the parliament. Now, royal families in Malaysia, if they want to do something, they can do, right? They have a lot of power actually in the society. Example, for example. Okay? Means, Ahl al-Hall wal-Aqd, anyone who have the authority in the society can change. Mean, Amir al-Mu'mineen will really be what called aware of that person. It's not easy to touch. This is the meaning of Ahl al-Hall wal-Aqd. If Amir al-Mu'mineen touch that person, Amir al-Mu'mineen really will be in trouble. So this is what we call Ahl al-Hall wal-Aqd. Okay? So Ahl al-Hall wal-Aqd, the one who have to do these things. What happened, for example, this hour, when they kill Uthman ibn Affan? What happened after they killing Uthman ibn Affan? Ummah become in disaster, right? Same, when they kill Ali ibn Abi Talib, what happened? Ummah in disaster, right? This all happened all the time. You disagree with Amir al-Mu'mineen and you go and kill Amir al-Mu'mineen. And then what happened after that? A disaster. Okay? No, you don't do that. Okay?
So this Ahlul thing did not happen during Sahaba time?
There is Ahl al-Hall wal-Aqd there.
Oh.
They have system.
Yeah, have the system, yes.
System.
During Rasulullah also?
During Rasulullah, he is the Ahl al-Hall wal-Aqd. But after Rasulullah appoint, he asked us to appoint one to lead us. If that person did not do the job, then Ahl al-Hall wal-Aqd have to do something. In that time, for example, the tribe leaders. Okay, you cannot touch the tribe leaders. Why? Because there is 100,000 fighter behind him. If you touch him, then you have to fight 100,000 crazy man. You got it? I mean, these are the things, I mean, the Muslim should understand. It's not just a matter of you go outside and do whatever you want to do. It's not like that. Okay. Okay, and then
One thing.
Yeah.
Is it mufti similar to as mustahid?
as
Mufti similar
anyone have knowledge can
ijtihad.
can give fatwa, can tell you what is the hukum of Islam. We consider mufti. Is mufti. But the mufti fatwa is not to be applied in the society. This is the fatwa of the mufti to make people know what is halal, what is haram. Because the moment that you want that fatwa to be applied, this fatwa should come out of the judge. You have to go to the judge. You cannot, for example, let us say, now I fight with you, you slap me, okay? And then you go to Shamsuddin, he's the mufti, and you tell him, Ustaz, Ma'ad come and slap me, Ma'ad slap me, okay, what I should do? And then, for example, Shamsuddin say, if that's the case, you have a right to slap him back. Now, this is the idea, you cannot come and slap me, cannot do that.
Because he's not a judge.
Because he's not a judge, this is the idea, he's not a judge. So now he tell you what you can do, then you go to the court, ask the judge to take your right. This is the difference when we say mufti and qadi. You get it? So if you take the mufti fatwa and apply it, the society will be jungle.
As I knew. Even among the muftis, they have different opinion, right? So you become...
Yeah. You got the idea? Because why? The mufti have no mechanism to check what you are saying is halal, right or wrong. Okay? Maybe you talk about the case, it is not happening in front of him. And the other person you talk about is not around.
Yes.
So the mufti have no authority, no mechanism to go and check. So mufti will give you fatwa based on the information that you provide. If that information accurate, then the fatwa is like that. You got it? But me as a Muslim, I cannot take the fatwa of the mufti and apply it unless this fatwa is not affecting anyone else. Like for example, I say how to pray. Okay? This was not affecting anyone, right? I ask the mufti, okay, how to pray, or I for example, during my prayer, this has happened. So should I repeat or not? The Mufti will give me fatwa. So this fatwa, because it not concern other people, right? This one you cannot apply. It's okay. Why? Because you applying in your life is not affecting anyone else. But if any other person involved in the case, the fatwa of the Mufti will not be applicable anymore. Should go to the court and the judge should give you the same with jihad, for example. Some people ask ulama, for example, ask alim, oh, okay, what about the jihad? It's compulsory? Yes, jihad compulsory. And then he talks, no, it's not like that. Declaring jihad is not the right of the Mufti. You got it? It's the right of Amir al-Mu'mineen. So Amir al-Mu'mineen should declare the jihad. You got it? Otherwise, then everyone will take the sword and kill anyone you don't like. Right? So it will be a jungle. No. Declaring jihad is the authority of Amir al-Mu'mineen. He is the one who declares jihad or not. That even you ask the Mufti and they say jihad is compulsory, okay? Then you have to go to Ahl al-Halli wal-Aqd. Say Ahl al-Halli wal-Aqd, Amir al-Mu'mineen did not declare in jihad, and the jihad in this time is wajib. So let the Ahl al-Halli wal-Aqd take their responsibility, make a pressure on Amir al-Mu'mineen to declare jihad. This is the idea. Okay, hadith 305 عن أم حبيبة بنت أبي سفيان رضي الله عنها أنها قالت يا رسول الله انكح أختي ابنة أبي سفيان. Okay, the hadith is long. I will just explain. أم حبيبة بنت أبي سفيان is the wife of Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم. And she came to Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم and she offered him, Ya Rasulullah, my sister have no husband, marry her. And Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم told her, you like that? You like to marry your sister? She said, yes. Because if there is another, there is a woman will share you with me, I would like my sister to do that, not any other woman. And Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم said no.
Blood sister, you mean? Is it?
Yeah, blood sister, yeah. Stepfather. And Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم said no. If a man marry a woman, then her sister is prohibited for him to marry her. And then Habiba told him that you are going to marry the daughter of Salama. Okay, Salama is another wife of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam marry her, and Salama have a children. So she have a daughter. So Habiba thought Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam going to marry the daughter of Salama. So she thought, okay, instead, if you want to marry my sister. Why you marry the daughter of Salama? And Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, no, she is Rabiba. Rabiba, this is the title we give to the daughter of the wife from another husband. So if I marry a woman and the woman have a daughter, that daughter we call it Rabiba. Rabiba. So Rasulullah said, no, this is Rabibati, and then I cannot marry her. And then she said, even she is not my Rabiba, she also my niece from Rida'ah. Because Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Salama, there is a woman breastfeeding both of them. She breastfeed both of them, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Salama. So Abu Salama is the brother of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam from that breastfeeding. So then the daughter of Abu Salama become the daughter of his brother, right? Then he cannot marry her anymore. So that's why Rasul ﷺ told Habiba, I cannot marry that girl. And then Rasul ﷺ said, and starting from today, don't offer me the women to marry. I mean, don't offer me that woman to marry. Okay. So what we understand from the hadith, that mean when someone married, he cannot marry his sister-in-law or his stepdaughter. So all not allowed to marry. Is prohibited. The stepdaughter is prohibited forever. The sister-in-law is temporary. Yeah, is not forever. That's why the sister-in-law should wear hijab in the attendance of her brother-in-law. There's also some people they did not wear hijab. Why? He is my brother-in-law. Yeah, his brother. Even he is your brother-in-law, but you have to wear hijab because this is temporary. It is not permanent. But like stepdaughter, no. She can't take the hijab off. Why? Because the moment he marry her mother, she become prohibited forever. Even her mother died, still he cannot marry her. It is forever. Sorry? Rabiba. Yeah, Rabiba.
The one with the milk, with breastfeeding, the one you call this another term.
هذا يسمى ابنة الرضاعة. رضاعة mean breastfeeding. Then 306 حديث 306 عن أبي هريرة قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يجمع بين المرأة وعمتها ولا بين المرأة وخالتها. Means when a man marry a woman, her auntie from father side or from mother side, both of them prohibited for the man to marry since that girl his wife. I mean, if I marry Fatima, so Fatima auntie from her father side or from mother side, both of them prohibited. But this one also temporary. If Fatima died or I divorce her, then I can marry her auntie or from mother side or.
But not the mother, right?
No, the mother.
The one is forever, right?
Forever, yes.
So meaning that even the auntie side also need to cover the aura, right?
Of course, because it's temporary. It is temporary. When it is temporary, then they have to wear hijab. Uh, 307. Oh, okay, this one. عن عقبة بن عامر رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إن أحق الشروط أن توفوا به ما استحللتم به الفروج. Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم here talking about married condition. When you marry with a condition. Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم here said when you marry a woman and there is a condition, this condition is the most compulsory condition you have to fulfill. And then the debate starts here. Here the debate. Because there is a conditions, is a questionable conditions. Okay. Yeah. Why? Because there is another hadith. Rasul ﷺ said, any condition against the rule or regulation of Islam will be batal, cancelled. So now if you have a condition, and the condition against the rule or regulation of Islam, so this condition will be cancelled, right? Then here the question our ulama raise, what is the meaning of against the rule or regulation? That's why the debate starts here. Example. So I proposed to Fatima, and Fatima said, I have a condition. Why? You will not marry another woman. Example. Now, if she says that marrying another woman for a man is halal, and now she making that halal haram for me, is that condition considered a wrong condition? Will be cancelled or no? The debate is here. So that's why our ulama divide. Shafi'i and Hanafi, they say this condition, any condition make halal haram or halal haram will be cancelled. So this condition for the Shafi'i is cancelled. For the Maliki, in one of his opinion, and for Hanabila, this condition is applicable. Means will be applied, and if the man want to marry again, then the women have full right to divorce him and take all the mahar, all the things for herself. Mean she will not go for khula. She have a right immediately to cancel the marriage. So this is, the two opinion of our ulama.
Which one is stronger? For you?
That's actually, because it's really a huge debate. It's very difficult. Very difficult to, okay? But for our life today, the Maliki and Hanbali will be more more accurate or more acceptable. Okay? In our life today. But actually both sides have very strong opinion. Very strong. Yeah.
But we have to take decision.
Yeah.
For us.
Amir al-Mu'minin will decide. Let Amir al-Mu'minin decide for us. But if for me, I cannot decide which one is, because really when you read, both of them have very, very strong points. Very strong points.
Since you are a mufti.
That's why I said, if I'm Amir al-Mu'minin and I will look to our life today, I will go for Maliki and Hanbali opinion. If I am Amir al-Mu'minin, I will go for that. It will be more acceptable in the society.
If we look for Shafi'i or what, there will be more conflict happening.
Yeah. Today. Last time, no conflict. But today, will be more conflict. So that's why I will go for Maliki and Hanbali, will make it more easy to the society. So, this is the hadith talking about the condition. If we have a condition, and that condition is, of course, there is some condition is not debatable. Like, for example, let us say, for example, now, a Malaysian woman, a man come to marry here in Malaysia, and she make a condition that they will stay in Malaysia, they will not leave Malaysia. This is a condition, and this condition is not against the rule of Islam. So this condition should be applied. This one, all our ulama, they said they have no choice. You have to apply it. If you do not apply, then the woman will take the full right to do whatever she wants to do.
What if the parents set the condition, but the girl or the guy does not care? How?
Doesn't matter. Why? Because it is the right of the man and the husband and wife.
So meaning the condition by the parents? No.
Because the condition is for their daughter.
Okay.
The condition here, not for themselves, is the condition for their daughter. Because the marriage is not the right of the father, it's the right of the wife. So all the condition will be in the hand of the wife or the hand of the husband. Because the contract actually is between the man and the woman.
But I thought the woman is protected by the wali, so the wali is the right.
So when the wali make the condition to protect his
daughter.
Daughter. If the daughter want to cancel the condition, it is her right.
Also, the final say is still the daughter.
Sorry?
I mean, the final say.
Yeah,
Still the daughter.
it's still the daughter.
If the daughter does not agree, then the daughter has the right.
Yeah. Even for example, let us say now for example, I marry Fatima, but she make a condition, I will not marry again. And after that, I want to marry, and I told her, Fatima, I want to marry. She allowed me. That's it.
I mean, finish.
Yeah. The condition will be cancelled automatically. Because it is her right, and she wants to cancel her right. This is the idea. Because what is the condition here? She asked a right, and the husband agreed. So that this condition become the right of the wife given to her by the husband. So husband now cannot cancel. Unless she say, I don't know, like mahar, for example. Mahar is compulsory. No one marry a woman without mahar. Mahar is compulsory in the process of marriage. Now if someone marry a woman, and after that she cancel the mahar. Now we agree, I give her mahar, for example, 1,000. Okay? We got married, but I did not give her 1,000. We got married. Now she have a 1,000 for her with me. Mean anytime she asks, I will give her the 1,000, her mahar. If after that she said, okay, this is sadaqah for you. It is her money, she want to give sadaqah. No one will say anything. This is the idea of...
How about the father? If this condition, you have to give the mahar, let's say 10k, in order to get married with my daughter. The daughter said, I only need 5k or 2k is enough.
It is her. If she is adult, then what she said will be applied.
Okay.
If she is not adult, then what her father will say will be applied till she become adult. Then she can cancel what her father said.
Adult means by the state or by mubalik?
By baligh.
Balik.
That means we can marry your kids. You mean? Right.
Yeah, before they do that.
Right. Usually.
Before they do that.
People also go, I say.
Yeah, I mean, in that time it is okay with them. In that society, in that time, it's okay. Today is not okay.
But now we need to follow the law, right? The law mentions.
Amir al-Mu'mineen, that's why we have Amir al-Mu'mineen, right? That's why last time we talked about that. I think 2-3 weeks ago we talked about the authority of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give authority to Amir al-Mu'mineen, not giving to anyone else. Why? Because in the day after, Amir al-Mu'mineen will argue with Allah. You asked me to rule those people, but you did not give me any authority. There is something is beyond my power. I have to make some adjustment, and you did not allow me to do that adjustment. So how I can rule them? That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give Amir al-Mu'mineen authority to do the adjustment when that adjustment needed. So Amir al-Mu'mineen have some authority no one else have. And this is one of the things that we have also to consider. When we say something, be careful, because it become a condition. Because some people, they promise before marriage, they promise the girl a lot of things, and after marriage, when they say, I know this one, I'm just talking. It's not just talking. No. When you want to marry, anything you say, you are responsible for, you have to fulfill. When you promise, you have to do your promise. Because it become a condition. When you tell, for example, the girl, I will, for example, do that for you, and she say, okay, that's it. Later you cannot just cancel. Say, no, I just was just kidding. There is no kidding here. Okay? So be careful with that.
Before marriage.
Yeah. If you promise, if there is agreement between you and her, you promise, she tells you, okay, I want that, you say, okay, I will do, that's it. You already make a condition, and you agree on that condition. You got the idea? There's a lot of people that don't care about it, because they just want to marry. Okay? So anything that the girl say, yes, okay. Why? Because he said, okay, let me to get married, and then we can discuss. No. When you agree, that's it. It becomes a condition. You have to fulfill that condition.
So that means we have to put the covenant for this.
Of course, that's why in Islam, anything we have to make a witness. Because this is the reason of witness. Why? Because sometimes people will ignore, right? We say, no, I did not say that. So that's why we have to write it, or we have to make a witness on that.
But if no witness, I mean by this happened past already. But now we know.
Yeah.
Now we know. So is it still obliged to follow?
Of course.
Rules?
Of course.
That promise.
Yeah. If that promise agreement to get married, okay, then you have no choice. Because she agreed after you promised to do things. If you that time did not promise this thing, maybe she will not agree. So the agreement for her to marry you, because you agree to do 1, 2, 3. Otherwise you go back, okay, I tell, okay, now if I did not promise you, are you going to marry me? No. So now the marriage, actually, because this promise become a condition for your marriage. So you cannot just ignore it, you have to fulfill it.
This one we talk about only the wife setting condition, right? Is there cases whereby the husband setting condition?
What do you mean by setting condition?
So far our example is about the wife setting condition, right? If you want to get married, these are the 1, 2, 3. Are there cases whereby the husband set condition?
Like?
Yeah, that's what I'm just wondering.
No, because this is the idea. The man have a full control of the wife. When I marry a woman, I don't need to do a condition. Why? Because normal process Islam, when she marry me, she have to be in my house. She have to follow me. I don't need to make a condition. If I go to Iraq, you come with me. You got it? Actually, this is what happened to me when I marry a Malaysian woman. When we want to divorce, when we go to the court, and the judge say, "Why you want to?" I say, "I want to leave," and she don't want to follow. And then the judge asked her, "Did he make a promise that he would stay here in Malaysia?" She said no. You got it? Actually, we agree before we go to the court. We agree to say that. Then the judge have no choice. Have to declare the divorce. There you go. So this is right. If I promise to stay here, then she have a full right to ask me to pay for her the money, all these things, because I cheated or I did not fulfill my promise. Yeah.
One question. What if the condition of marriage come after marriage?
Does it matter, brother?
After marriage.
Does it matter? When you do a condition, you have to do it. But this is the idea. After marriage, because okay, this is the idea. Now we have a contract. Okay? Now this contract done because we agree on condition. When the condition not there, the contract already spoiled.
Okay.
Now after the marriage, the contract already done. So now if I promise my wife something and I did not do, I will be guilty. But the marriage will not be cancelled. Because this condition is not related to the contract. But still here, if I promise my wife to do, I have to do. If I did not, then I will be in trouble on the day after. Allah will ask me, why you did not do that things.
So now it become a promise.
It's a promise, yeah. But the marriage will not be affected. Why? Because this is not, that the condition is not related to the contract itself. But that does not mean, you got it? Promise is promise. Okay? I give an example. A person, he got a fighting with his wife. Big fighting. And after that, they come to solve the problem. And they make a condition. I will not allow you to sleep with me if you did not do 1, 2, 3. Mean they will not divorce, they will continue husband and wife, but before they go to the sex level, then he have, for example, to buy a car for her. Now if you agree, that's why you don't agree. Why? Because if you agree, the moment you agree, then she have a full right not to sleep with you in the for sex if you did not buy the car. You got the problem? Because some people, they just, it's okay, no problem, I will buy. And after that you say, oh, I have no money now. No, you have money or not, you promised already. You got it? Why? Because doing sex with the woman, she have no right to say no. It is part of the contract. Okay? So when the contract of marriage done, sex become not halal. Yeah. If any part of them ask, the other part cannot refuse. This is the meaning of getting married, the contract. So now if the husband wants to sleep with his wife, she cannot say no. But if they make that condition and you agree on it, she can say no. You got it?
It's going against the Sharia, is it? It's not considered that?
No, I mean, if we talk Maliki and Hanbali, yeah. You got it? So that's why, okay.
Don't agree.
Yeah, don't agree, okay? But even with Shafi'i, if with Shafi'i, what was you go to the fairest position. You go back to the fairest position. For example, when the wife go to her family house, and you go to bring her back, and you make that condition. Okay? In the Shafi'i, if you cancel that condition, we will go back to the same situation. You got it?
I didn't understand, sorry.
Okay, now let us say, my wife go to the court, ask the judge for khula'. Okay? Now, what we will do, I will go to the court. I said, oh, okay, please forgive me, blah, blah, blah. She said, okay, then if you want me to go back to you, buy a car for me. Okay? And I said yes. And the judge said, now, say, okay, no more khula'. And then we leave the court. We went home. After 2-3 weeks, I did not buy the car for her. She told me, where is the car? I say, I have no money, I will not buy car. Now for the Shafi and Hanafi, the situation will be back to the point zero. Now here, I cannot force her, you are my wife, you have to listen to me.
We cannot say that.
We cannot say that anymore. We have to go back to the judge. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Khula case again. Okay? He did not fulfill his promise. You got the idea? So this is the idea. The idea here means still, if you promise, you have to do. Okay, I think we stop here because of the time. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, sisters?